What is going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Monday, April 22nd, 2024. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all. Happy Monday. We got a full moon tomorrow. That's Tuesday. So we're going to take a look at this astrology building up to that full moon in Scorpio. But the moon's not there yet. The moon is in Libra. Passes the the south node early in the morning. It does come into some yod energy though, so we do get this afternoon yod with Mars and Jupiter, which are in sextile, and then when the moon gets to that 22, 23, 24 degrees, it can be in that yod. So there's a good portion of the afternoon that has some of that yod energy, and it's Pisces and Taurus, so it is ethereal with Pisces, and even Mars, sort of this sort of higher calling to take action for towards our values. Jupiter, of course, is coming off that big conjunction with Uranus. So definitely like seeing the world differently. There's a maturity. Maybe it has to do with your own truth, your own beliefs about your self-worth, your value, especially coming off an Aries lunar eclipse that we had just 2 weeks ago, right? So I think there's a lot there's a lot of like, whoa, maybe aha moments that today could bring up. The yod to the moon's interesting in Libra because it kind of makes us want to debate, a little bit of sort of the identification. It's in opposition to the Aries lunar eclipse lunation that we had. And it will cross that, 19-degree Libra spot today, where would it be a full moon from the eclipse, the opposition of the solar eclipse, I'm sorry, not lunar. So kind of an auspicious energy, but I think like when you look at like really positive Libra things, right? The aesthetic, the way we communicate and express ourselves to others, the way we see the beauty in ourselves, express beauty to ourselves, want to bring in that physical truth, what can be expanded, so there's this kind of interesting sort of whoa moment today. So I think, you might see in your life some kind of a special aha kind of show up in a very weird way. Like the moon's going to quincunx Uranus too, right? Right before it kind of gets into that yod energy. Jupiter's still with Uranus. So I don't know. It seems like there's like an unpredictable sort of like, whoa, maybe it's just a frequency shift. Maybe it's nothing huge at all, Sometimes it can be subtle, but I don't know. Definitely something to get our equilibrium back on point, like kind of get us centered. So I think the goal is to kind of like find ourselves. It could be in a relationship situation, communication, talking with other people. The moon's also going to oppose Venus and Chiron, right? So there's a lot going on over there. The moon's dealing with a lot of aspects today. So I do think there's it's very heavily involved with people and groups and where we're putting ourselves and like what's the vibe like, what's the vibe check? Is the vibe beautiful? Is it aesthetically pleasing? Does it fit into your values? Does it fit into what you want to expand more of? Really good things in your life? Great. Probably don't need to sit there and have a debate about it for too long then, like kind of just time to be the judge for yourself and make a call. That's even where I think Saturn can do us favors here in Pisces at 15 degrees because the moon will start the day in that quincunx, and we also have Saturn in a quincunx to the south node. But after that, like, if I clear some of these marks up, we're also seeing Saturn in a biquintile to the moon after the quincunx. So, I don't know. There's like some really cool, like feels like intuitive grow up, moment where we're able to make certain decisions that could have been maybe hard a couple weeks ago, but like we've seen enough from the eclipse and Venus Chiron and certain aspects of what we want in ourselves that like there really is this like click to this Monday, right? Where it's like, okay, this makes a lot more sense. Like I really do see what's in alignment, what's balanced, how I'm going to delegate this situation for myself and what's best. Because it's Taurus season now, so we got to look at, the cream of the crop, the best of the best in our life. Financially, self-worth, our own manifestations, our physical doings, our physical reality, what's around us. We really actually want to slow things down a little bit from all this Aries energy that's been, whoa, let's push, let's go. and, really smell the roses. And if there's no roses to be smelt upon in your life, that is another sign that you need to manifest those. You need to go tend to your garden so that it's smelling better, right? So I think these are things to keep in mind today. Weird little hints come up today that are going to be, they're going to be a thing. We're 2.5 days from Mercury that's going to station direct. So Mercury's really slowing down here. Do I have the speeds on this? I don't. But I would imagine it's going, it's moving probably negative, or yeah, probably negative 22 minutes or something. Like, slow. So about to station, it's not going to conjunct with the North Node. I kind of like intuitively knew that without looking ahead the other day I mentioned it, but I did double check that. And it won't. So this is kind of like this moment where we're kind of like as close to kind of like seeing our individual destiny and getting this really good understanding of it. And the moon does start out the day in opposition to that Mercury too, and Mercury's going to start heading back towards Chiron and cross over the eclipse at 19 degrees. So we're kind of like on this big buildup here to this kind of like fiery understanding of the succulent nature of how to tend to our life in better ways. And they could be little things, big things for certain people, but how to make the quality of life better and how to make it more unique and special and how to activate that. And I think there's just like really cool intuitive droppings, like the universe has just given all sorts of like good little nuggets on a Monday like this so that you can really feel what needs to be felt to bring that alignment of what is more quality into your life, right? And then we get a nice Scorpio full moon. Love those. Love me a fall full moon in spring. That's funny, right? It's a fall position, full moon, and we always get it in spring. I'm so funny. Card, save this horoscope from disaster. The Capricorn tried to be funny. No. No. Okay. Knight of Cups in reverse. I've been getting so many Knights in reverse, which to me is just a big sign that like we just can't keep just rushing anymore. Like there was a vibe. There was over the last month and especially around the last 2 weeks right after that eclipse. There's been sort of this like full sprint and it's a marathon. Like life is a marathon, evolution is a marathon. Everything is really a marathon. We get caught up in like the sprint mentality and trying to like maybe get to things quicker than need to be gotten to or feelings that we want to get to, now. And it's really like slow down so you can really feel what's best. Take a deep breath. What are these relationships in our life making us feel like? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it anywhere in between? What is it to you? What are the things that we're building relationships to? Our manifestations, our faith, our hopes, our dreams. All these different things need to be sort of like slowed down, taken a deep breath with. And there's discovery and there's power in that. So I think we all want to take our time today to really feel what is being dropped in because I don't necessarily even think today's like some big slap of energy. It could be. It really could. But I feel like it's going to be more, it's a more subtle thing. And it's a good test to see if you're in tune with your environment, with yourself, with your people. Really good check. And I think that it'll be so obvious. You'll just know and it'll be like, whoa, boom. And then what you do from that can really carve something big out as we get into, kind of a spooky full moon. It's a little creepy when you get the moon in Scorpio full. Brings up a lot of the things that we didn't want to look at. So today's also kind of like slow down, look at these things, feel these things, probably make the intensity of tomorrow a lot easier and possibly a lot more enjoyable, where you're really diving into more deeper passions and energies that you want to create instead of feeling like, you're kind of being pulled around in, a creation that is not your own, if that makes sense. Love you all. Have a beautiful Monday. Hope you all have a great week. I'll be here all week. Missed you guys. I appreciate all the love and support. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for the comments. And I will see you mañana. Peace.